You're right guys, it's CapgunTom here, and you may be wondering what the heck is this video about. Basically, I looked at the comments in the last episode of Road to Recovery, and what a lot of people were saying, or the top like comment, was to focus on trading more, because that's my speciality in the episodes. Now, if I play 3 games, try and do that, try and show you all the updates to the squad I've made, there's just not enough time. The video is going to be like quarter of an hour long. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, in the normal episodes of Road to Recovery, is show you the players I've bought and prices, stuff like that, the 3 games as I was doing before, and also any improvements I make to the squad. Now that doesn't leave any time for trading at all, but what I'm going to do is each episode I'm going to use a certain trading technique, and I will put a note on the screen, an annotation, linking you to one of these videos. Now these videos are going to be purely the method that I'm using to trade, so whatever method I'm using in the video I will put onto the script, put a link to this like sort of video, so there'll be like partner videos that go together, and I will sort of find some way to link them better than I have already, but yeah, so that's the idea. I mean, there won't be one trading technique to every episode of Road to Recovery. I just can't manage that. That's just too much work for me. I've got uni work and stuff to do, but this is going to be the first video that I do. Now, this has obviously gone up before Road to Recovery. I'm not sure if that's how it's going to work every time. We'll figure that out later. All I know is that I'm doing it now, and effectively what we're doing today is we're doing position cards. Now this is the perfect method for if you have about 10,000 coins to about, I don't know, probably up to about 100,000 coins. This is a great technique. It will push your coins up pretty quickly, and it's pretty easy to do. Okay, so what we're looking at is we're looking at position cards. Now, I know that I did an episode on position cards in Road to Recovery, not Road to Recovery, sorry, in Making a Million, and it was basically me changing Theo Walcott's from right wing to right mid. Now, that doesn't work anymore, pretty much because the market's dead. There's so many right mid Walcotts on the market because it was a very popular thing to do, to change right wingers to right mids. However, saying that, there are ways that it will still work. We just have to be a little more clever and a bit more refined in what we're actually doing. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and keep it cheap for those who don't have that many coins. If you've got a few more coins, feel free to go and use the more expensive position changes, and what we're going to look at is the cheap position changes. Now the cheap position changes that could be really helpful for us are centre mids to centre attacking mids and centre defensive mids. So centre mid to centre attacking mid and centre mid to centre defensive mid. Those are 2 very useful ones. Another very useful one is left mid to left wing and right mid to right wing. Now these are very cheap cards, and you can basically change a player at no risk of your own, and you should be able to make some money. Obviously those with a bit more money can figure out how to use centre attacking mids to centre mid cards, centre forwards to striker cards, centre forwards to centre attacking mid cards, and any other expensive one that I've forgotten. Right wing to right mid, that's also another quite expensive one. So let's start off by seeing what sort of players we should be using for this. Okay, so now first thing, do not change a player into another formation, no, another position, if they're not going to match the formation. Okay, that's just stupid. So the first thing we're going to do, if we look at, I'm thinking right mid to right wing, we go for right mids. So looking at right mids only, and now we want to change them to a formation where a right wing will fit in. Now there's 2 pretty decent formations that'll work with, and that's a 4-3-2-1 that has a right wing in it, and a 4-3-3. Now let's go for 4-3-3 just because I think it's a slightly more popular formation. So if we look at right mids in a 4-3-3, obviously you can refine any more if you want. You can find certain players if you find that they work better, and we can go through and we can actually have a look at some of these players that are in the wrong, like I don't know, position for their formation. Like here's a Walcott's being changed from right wing to right mid, but he's in a 4-3-3, which is stupid. The same with this Di Maria. Now you're going to find a lot of those where people have stupidly changed them, like really haven't paid much attention to what they're actually doing. So that's one thing you've got to look out for. Now what we're really looking for is some cheap players that have a decent rating and decent pace, especially since they're wingers. I mean, if we found a really cheap player, that would be cool. But obviously we don't want to be changing people back to format like positions that they've already been in. We want to make it unique, because then there'll be less of them on the market. So hopefully we can find someone that will be good. Example, still looking through. Count, definitely not. Yeah, here we go, Powell. Now Powell would be an excellent one to do, because he, I believe he comes as a right mid. I think a lot of people are going to shout at me, because now I'm thinking about it, I think he comes as a right wing. But he would be quite a good one to change, just because there wouldn't be many. I think that bronze and silver players would be the best to do this with, because obviously golds get changed a lot because people want them for their teams a lot more. So okay, we're not going to find anyone on that one, so let's just go for left mid in a 4-3-3. Now one of the most popular ones is one player that everyone knows, and that is Nene is a good one, and also Michel Bastos is probably the best one. If you change him to a left mid in a left wing position in a 4-3-3, then you're going to make quite a bit of money, because people want a left wing. There's no better left wing, gold left wing Brazil player. So anyone playing a Brazilian 4-3-3 are going to want Michel Bastos as their left wing, unless of course they're willing to fork out for an informed Nene, but a lot of them won't be. So that's what I'm saying there. Obviously Michel Bastos is a very good one. Now you need to be making sure that you're careful. Don't just be like, oh, there's a 4-3-3 Michel Bastos for 5,000 coins, let's buy that one. No, don't do that. Go and check the price of a 4-3-3 left wing Michel Bastos before you buy it. I mean, I'm doing this video at a non-peak hour, so there aren't many cards on the market, but I imagine when you lot go on at like 3 or 4 o'clock GMT, there'll be quite a lot of cards on, so there'll be a lot of bargains to pick up. Okay, now we'll move on to the next one, and we'll have a look at centre mids. Now my favourite one to do is move them from centre mid to obviously centre attacking mid or centre defensive mid, like I said, but I want to do it in a 4-1-2-1-2, because 4-1-2-1-2 is probably the most expensive and the most popular formation on the market, so you can charge the most, you can get the most out of your money. Obviously a centre mid doesn't fit into a 4-1-2-1-2 because it takes a centre attacking mid and a centre defensive mid, so it's perfect for us. So if we go through, have a look, obviously there's some cards that have already been changed, and we don't want to look at those. We want to look at cards that haven't been changed yet. Right, so one that you could do is this Fabio Rockenbach. You could change him to a centre defensive mid. He has a very good long shot, so he would go for quite a lot of money. And if I keep looking through, there's some players that you do want to do and don't want to do. So obviously when you refine your search bit, you will find more players. Now I'll show you a favourite one of mine. A lot of people wouldn't be able to do this because they wouldn't be able to afford him in the first place, but the principle is the same. Like, I'm not saying go and do this player, that's not what I'm saying. Please don't go and do that, because that will not work. If everyone goes off and does exactly the same thing, it's just not going to work. But what I'm saying is, think about it, think of the principle. You want to change the centre mid in a 4-1-2-1-2 to another formation. Go and find your own players, maybe someone that someone hasn't done before, because obviously if no one's done it before, you're going to have the monopoly on the market. But it'll be basically like price fixing. You'll basically have all of that card in that formation on the market, and then you'll be able to sell it on for whatever price you fancy. I mean, people might not know how much that card's worth. Now I was actually looking for Yaya Toure. I found I had a lot of success changing him from a centre mid to a centre defensive mid in a 4-1-2-1-2. I was charging an extra, I don't know, 5 or 6k for that card, but obviously there's none on the market at all at the moment, which is unfortunate for us. So what you can do is that's the idea. I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to stop giving you examples of players that you could use, and I'm going to let you figure it out for yourself. And then obviously all you have to do, go off and buy these cards. Probably don't pay more than 400 coins for a right mid to right wing card, a left mid to left wing card, a centre mid to centre defensive mid, or a centre mid to a centre attacking mid, because they should be going for like 400 coins basically. So guys, I'm going to leave it there. I hope you found this episode really useful. Obviously the episode of Road to Recovery where I start using this will be up later today. That's the hope anyway. Obviously I've got to play the game still, and I've got to do actual trading before then. So guys, I will leave it there. I hope you have a good day, and I will check you all tomorrow or later today. Wow, I effed that up. Anyway, see you later.